The ringing won't stop.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
This program has been brought to you by China. Yes, China. Your friendly communist neighbors. We own all of your shit now, including your government.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Buckle up, buttercups, because we're talking about financial independence and how you will not find that with YouTube. You better have it before you start, because you know what? I keep hearing the same shit. I can't afford StreamYards, Loki. I can't afford to do this, and that, Loki. I don't make enough money off of YouTube to even pay for the damn thing, Loki. I'm going to the food bank to get food because I can't afford to get fucking food while I am endeavoring to continue my YouTube career. Why the hell are you not working while you are doing YouTube? Well, Loki, I quit my job so that I can do YouTube full time, so that I can have the time I need to be on the air 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I'm not working, but I got a little money put back to help out just in case things don't go the way I think they're going to go. Well, guess what? You shouldn't have fucking done it in the first place. You should have looked at it as a hobby. You should look at it as a stepping stone to get where you want. Not that's the damn goal. Oh, but Loki, if I only get monetized, if I can just get monetized on YouTube, everything will be great. My entire life will change. Bullshit. Absolute total horseshit. Whoever is telling you this, tell them to shut the fuck up, because it's not going to happen. There are people that make nothing. They're monetized. They don't make shit. There are people that make enough that it's like, oh man, this will really help out around the house. I can pay for my StreamYards bill. I can pay for this. It's a little money to help me to go to a convention or go to a meetup or go to whatever. If you are counting on YouTube to pay your bills, to pay your rent, you are fucking gambling, my friend. You are gambling that, hey, you know what? No matter what happens, everything's going to be okay because I've got YouTube. And then what happens? You get a message on Twitter or you get a message on YouTube that says, I've been demonetized on YouTube. I don't have monetization anymore. Could happen to me. Could happen to you. Could happen to them. Could happen to anybody. Why? Because YouTube just does it. They could do it out of thin air, pull it absolutely out of their butt. We don't see profitability going forward with you. We have ended your YouTube partnership program, and that's it. You're done. You're finished. You're finito. But there's a chance. There's a chance, Loki. There's a chance that it may work out. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the impromptu rant. It's good to see everybody. What's up, Mr. Samurai? Little skull and tuck and roll for the snow dub this morning. What's going on, brother? Great stream. I had a lot of fun last night. This one, oh yeah, little skull and tuck and roll. We've got Penny here this morning. We've got Happy Dinosaur 8000. What's up, Dino Bro? How you doing, man? We've got Snortopoopas Cuber, the only badass polar bear that is on YouTube. The little penguin sheriff who was fighting for his life last Saturday, Punk Waddle. What's going on, brother? Laying the law down, left, right, and center. I got you, bro. I got you. Chonket Marky Moo, what's up, Project? Thank you. All the wrenches that are here. We've got Jedi Master. We've got Project Storytime. We've got Jill Powers, the River Daughter. Thank you guys so very much. We've got Mr. David Glenn in the house with the wrench. Thank you, brother, so very much. All of you guys for wrenching and doing the job you do. It is very much appreciated. So many wonderful people here this morning. The Southern Viking. Time to wake the neighbors, boys, with Southern Viking. What's up, brother? Good to see you. I'm retired because I got blackballed. If you are retired, okay, if you're retired and you've got a nest egg and that nest egg can carry you month to month, I mean, by all means, dude, do YouTube. There's no reason not to. If you've got something financially backing you, that you do not have to worry about oh my God, I've got to do this and I've got to do this and I've got to make this. Because more than anything, I hear that, you know, I don't have the money. I'm not making enough money. YouTube's not doing enough. Blah, 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 blah. That is a you problem. That is not a all of them problem. If anyone is guilting you and telling you, you guys need to help out more because I've really got to make this amount of money, or I've got to make that amount of money, or I've got to do this, this, or that. That is not your chat's problem. Stop using your chat like a fucking piggy bank. It is not their fault. That is a you issue. Okay, why do you not have the money to carry you? Well, Loki, I count on YouTube. Thank you. Happy dinosaur, brother. I count on YouTube to make my rent. You should not be counting on YouTube to make your rent. Plain, simple. I'm going to tell you right now, mistake. Okay, there was a dude that was like, Loki, I got to go down to the food bank so I can make enough money to do this, this, and that. What do you mean you got to go down to the food bank? Well, I need food, and that's where I get my food is the food bank. If you are full-time on this platform and you are going to the food bank, you have got some fucked up priorities. But Loki, I want to be financially independent. YouTube is not going to make you financially independent. You have got to have insurance. You have got to be able to take care of yourself. You have to be able to buy food. You have to be able to put money back into the system you are using to make money. Now, did StreamYards recently pull some bullshit and raise all their rates? Yes, they did. But if you went to cancel, then you know what I know. And then you know that they offered you if you had a year-long subscription, which is the smartest, bestest way you could have done it instead of paying month to month. Yeah, but Loki, I need that. I can't spend the money for a whole year and not have that month to month income to draw on. No. If you had the yearly plan and you went to cancel, I know you were offered this because everybody is offered this. You were offered the ability to get it back at the same price you were paying for the previous however many years. Even though they told you they weren't going to do that, they still gave you the opportunity to get it at the same price you were paying before, as long as you were paying yearly. To me, that makes sense. I'm going to pay yearly. I'm going to pay for a whole year. Why? Because I've always paid for a full year. I haven't paid for a single month or two since I first started doing this. Why? Because it's smarter to pay for the yearly plan than it is to pay for month to month. You're saving money. You're guaranteed your year, and you're saving money. But Loki, you said I might be taken off the air. It's still a smarter idea. Okay, no one plans on getting taken off the air. No one plans on, I got a plan. I'm going to get super fat and claim disability. God help me. And then live off that and act like you're YouTubing. Oh, well, I was smart and I've got money in the bank, when in reality, they are lying to your face and they've got some kind of government assistance that they're living on to help pay for what they're doing on YouTube. That is not financial independence. You are still relying on someone to pay your bills besides yourself. If you cannot pay your bills, you should not be doing this. Plain, simple logic. You should not be doing this if you cannot pay your bills or buy food. If you are relying on somebody else, if you are relying on the United States government or the Canadian government or whoever the hell you get your money from, your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousin, go all the way back to COVID. Go all the way back to the coup. I know a guy who said, Loki, and I won't name him because he was absolutely totally embarrassed about this. He said, Loki, I've got to get the shot. Yeah. You also know what a divorce can do to you. Absolutely. I've got to get the shot. I've got to get the coup shot. Why do you have to get the coup shot? You don't have to get the coup shot. I have to, because if I don't, mom and dad will stop giving me an allowance. Do you know how old this individual was? He was older than I am. Mom and dad will stop giving me an allowance if I don't get the shot. And I said, you know what, dude, do what you got to do. Whatever you got to do, but you need to seriously think about like doing something besides this, because you're locked into having to do what your parents want you to do. You're older than I am, and you're doing that because you don't want to lose your allowance when you're like over the age of 50. What the fuck happened? And then they bitch that they don't have enough money to go and get alcohol to drink. That is not financial independence. That is not being on your own. That is not taking care of your shit. That is, I am relying on other people's bullshit to get by. And if you're relying on other people's bullshit to get by, then you're not financially independent. I don't know where this idea came from, that I can be financially independent while I'm taking an allowance from mommy and daddy, while I'm living off of Medicare, Medicaid, whatever, and I'm going to the food bank to get food. It doesn't work like that. And if you're trying to make it work like that, you are setting yourself up for failure. But Loki, I know better. Fine. By all means, continue to do this shit. Continue to act like this. Continue to be an entitled little fuck. And don't listen to me. That's fine. I don't care. I haven't had an allowance since I was 14. God help me, right? Right? Skull and tuck and roll, brother. Skull and tuck and roll, me and my monkey. That's why I insisted on a trust fund. Can't take that away. God help me, man. Good morning, Grim. Good morning, Mr. Grim. What is Punk Waddle doing? What is Punk Waddle doing? It's the same kind of attitude that takes advantage of what they have just to ditch it all for some quick dopamine hit and lose it all. If you are betting the farm that this is going to completely change your life, all you're doing is going and buying a Powerball. That's it. You're going and buying a Powerball. You're spending all your effort and all your time to buy a Powerball to see if, maybe I can hit it big and maybe I can change my life. Can this change what you do? Yes, but do not bet everything on the line that I'm going to be a big YouTube star, Loki. I'm going to be a big hit. I'm going to do what everybody says I can't do. And I'm going to be a giant success. And I'm going to have all this stuff. And then sit there and bitch and moan and whine that you can't make it over 1,400 subscribers and that no one's willing to help you. Come on, get fucking real. I've seen this since day one. Since day one. Oh my God, Loki, this person's got more subscribers than I do, or this person's done this, or I've got to do this to be successful, or if I can only get over this hurdle. And then it's the next hurdle, and it's the next hurdle, and it's the next hurdle. And it's always a hurdle. It's always something. I've got 2 super chats that have been sitting here since we went live that I want to take care of. Jedi Master 2022's Lost in Space and Classic Sci-Fi, who is a wrench here. Thank you, brother. Have a great day, Loki. Skull, tuck and roll, brother. You skull and tuck and roll. And Mockany Draws with $2 super chat says skull and tuck and roll. Do you know what this does? Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what these 2 super chats do? These 2 super chats allow me to pay for StreamYards or pay for something or an editor or something next year when everything rolls over again. I am not counting on this to make or break me. Oh, well, that must be nice, Loki. You must be very Loki. Not as many of us can be. Look, it's great. I've had to work fucking hard to get to the point where I'm at that I can say, you know what? Thank you guys. You guys keep the lights on and really fucking mean it. Instead of you keep fast food shoveling in my fucking gullet because I order it from fucking delivery services that charge me twice as much, that screw your ass through the drive-through, and they make twice as much money because my fat ass can't go outside of my house to go and pick up my fucking food. Thank you both so very much. This one is just for you. Skull and Tuck and Roll, brothers, and keep the fires burning bright. I'm going to stream myself washing clothes. Oh, the excitement. Thank you, Mark. Pay your editors. When the hell did that happen? No, pay for an editor, like a video editor. I video edit. I've got a video editor. Guess what, bitches? I pay for that every year. Every year that rolls around, I pay about $60 for Power Director 365, which I used last Wednesday when I was doing this show. Okay. So I use that. That is my thing. That gives me access to music and video clips and all kinds of extra shit that I like to have. It is nice to know, okay, I'm doing this about this. Let's see if I can find any B-roll to find it, right? To me, that's smart. I'm being smart about it. I'm paying for a year. I'm not paying month per month. You know what? The month per month shit is, I can barely afford this. So I'm going to do this month to month and see where it goes. There is a gentleman that has 40,000 more subscribers than I do. They have 40,000 more subscribers than I do. And they can't pay $50 a month for StreamYard. And they're paying month to month. What is going on here? I can't afford it with what I make off of YouTube. Bitch, I've got 40,000 less subscribers than you do. I don't make more than you make in super chats and memberships and all that other bullshit that you get. And you can't afford to do it for the year? What's going on here? What's happening here? Seriously, be freaking honest with me. How do you not have the money to pay per stream? Where is the money you're making on YouTube going? Oh, well, Loki, I use it to fly around the country, and I use it to go to cons, and I use it to do this, and I use it to do that. But you can't pay for fucking StreamYards? Oh, is there any alternatives to StreamYards that are free that I don't have to pay for? Now you just being a cheap motherfucker. Now you just being a cheap motherfucker, and you don't want you want it for free. Why? Because it's a cost overhead. Because it's something that's hanging over your head that's going to cost you each and every month because you're not doing it the smart way. You're not just going, okay, I'm just going to pay for it. Or you're not going to the free plan. Why? I stream too much and I don't get my thing and I don't get this and that. Then pay the fucking bill, dude. Instead of going cheap and acting like you can't afford it, when you use the money you make from all of these wonderful people that are watching your shows, that are hanging out with you in chat, all these people are giving you money. Let me tell you something. This is a tip. This is a tip. The other two super chats, that is a tip. That is money I do not count as I'm going to bank this each and every month and do blah, blah, blah. This is a tip. I don't count memberships as like guaranteed money. I'm going to make this amount of money on memberships, and I'm going to make this amount of money on YouTube, and I'm going to make this amount of money over on the Rumbles. And good morning to Arthur, Arlena, and Jill, and Mr. Glenn over on the Rumbles. I'm not going to count all that as oh my God, I'm going to make that this month before I ever get it in my bank account. Why? Because you're counting on something to be there that might change tomorrow. It might change the next day. It might change the next month. Just the tip, baby. Just the tip. Thank you both so very much. Dan Funk in the house with the funky $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. We're going to light the fires and we're going to burn them down here in just a second. And Mr. Daryl the Derelict, who throws in another $2 super chat and says just the tip. Don't count on this as income. Do not count on this as income. This is not guaranteed income. This is a tip for doing a good show, for entertaining your chat, for burning it down, for doing whatever it is that you do. Stop counting on this money like, oh, well, this is my income. Because guess what? Tomorrow, it can all go away. Thank you both, gentlemen. Let's burn it down. I'm gonna give you two of them because I love Arlena and I see her over there on the rumbles, and she loves this one. And she is Daryl the Derelict's co-host. So it should fit. Dan, this is for you. Next one's for Daryl. Skull and tuck and roll. Let me tell you about a guy that I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, he's going to agree with me here. And it's this gentleman right there, Mr. Culture Casino. You can't bet everything on this without some kind of backup, without some kind of retirement plan, without some kind of nest egg that you've got sitting there backing you up, paying the bills while you are doing this. You cannot look at this money and go, this is what I'm going to use to survive, Loki. This is what I'm going to lose to get by everyday culture. I am not shitting you. I've talked about this before. The guy that used to be like, don't send me super chats. Send me the PayPal money only. Don't send me money on the super chats. Send me the money on the PayPal because I get it immediately and I can go, me and the wife can go and smoke crack with it. I am not shitting you. That is the kind of shit that used to happen back in the day that I was just like, no. Don't not encourage people to do whatever they want to and only do it your way. Be like, thank you so very much. Don't bitch about it after the fact. But thank you, but I don't get the money for a month. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to whine that you didn't send it to me over the PayPals because we need to go and we need to get our freak on with some crack. Oh my God. Some people are absolutely nuts, but culture will tell you, you need to have a base. You need to have a base, an operating base before you act like, well, I'm going to take the YouTube money and I'm going to do this and this and this, and that's going to sustain me. No, have a base, have something that you can rely on before you do that, or just do it as a hobby. What is the problem with doing this as a hobby? What is the issue with doing this as a hobby and just doing it to have fun? What the fuck happened to that? To where it became nothing but competition with people who are trying to act like their peen is bigger than everybody else's. It's like when the adults said, if you want to be a rock star, go to school, learn a trade to fall back on. They don't want to fail though, because that means that all their haters were right. And I'm like, oh my God, shut the hell up about that. How about sending a bill for future super chats paid all up front, Loki? God help me. And that happened too. I know a guy who sent a bill to Mexican Iron Man. Might just be the same guy I was just talking about with the don't send me super chat, send it PayPal because I like to smoke crack with the old lady. And sending a bill to Mike. When Mike said, I'll see what happens. I'll see what goes on after this convention. We were all at hanging out. I'll see what I got left. And if I've got something left, I'll help you out. And the guy sent him a fucking bill in the middle of the convention, was like, give me money now. It's not our responsibility. It's no one's responsibility to take care of your bullshit. It is no one's responsibility to take care of your bullshit or your shortcomings or any of that other shit. And good morning, Lady Arwen. I hope you are having a fabulous morning this morning. I hope you're kicking ass, taking names, chewing bubblegum. And guys, if we could, can you spam a whole bunch of green hearts in chat for Arwen this morning? Because we love our Arwen. And if you send in a whole bunch of green hearts, I know she's going to love it. I'm looking right now. Let's see. Heart. There we go. A whole bunch of green hearts. Boop, boop, boop. Just spam the chat with hearts because she loves it. It's precious. And she will appreciate it. Thank you so much, Arwen. We love you. Mr. Deg Outlaw with the $4.99 super chat says, late fee. Good morning, Valhalla. You don't have to pay late fee, bro. You come and go as you please. We love you. Thank you so very much for that. Like I said, you guys keep the fires burning bright and the lights on here in Valhalla. And I mean it. When I say that, I mean it. You can't be financially irresponsible and think the money's just always going to be there, Loki. The money's going to be there, and I can buy all the takeout and the food delivery I want to, and I can get blah blah blah. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy! And look at all the green hearts. Thank you so very much, guys. You guys are absolutely the best. Thank you from all of us here, and even Arwen's like, "Oh my God, y'all, the green." A sea of green. Thank you. Y'all are absolutely, yes, I'm right there with Arwen. Y'all are amazing. And a $10 super chat from Mr. Culture Casino. What's up, brother? He said, big shout out to the Mexican Iron Man for his sage advice to people that need it. By the way, no tax on tips. So here's just the tip. Thank you so very much, brother. Thank you, Culture, for that $10 super chat. Like I always say, you guys keep the fires burning bright. And Mexican Iron Man has the sagest advice, especially when he's right. Damn as he isn't damn near always right. This one's just for you, brother. Thank you. A little Mexican Iron Man to get your day started right. Skull! And Snowdove says, Mexican Iron Man single-handedly helped me and so many others' channels. The man is a saint. F anyone sending PayPal bills. Oh, yeah, they reversed the F word bomb in the first 7 seconds of the thing. YouTube reversed that. Now you can just spam fuck all you want to, and they won't say anything. So, yeah, fuck anyone sending PayPal bills. That's right. That's right. It is not anyone's responsibility to carry anyone else. Do you know what this is? This is a tip. This is putting some money in a hat for a performer that's performing on the street, doing what they're doing their backflips, doing their shows, it's the exact same thing. And I've said that from the very, very beginning. This is not money that you need to look at as this is my paycheck every month or every week or whatever. Hey, I'm going to get that PayPal you sent me, and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to order DoorDash with it. Talk about not appreciating the people that are helping you out. And that's another one. There was a gentleman that had gotten a couple of super chats that was like, oh, great, I can do DoorDash today. And I was like, dude, you just pissed away the money these people sent you on fucking DoorDash. No, absolutely not. The money that comes in from the channel either goes into a savings account or it goes back into the channel. Or it goes towards something towards the channel. There have been a few times where like, okay, I'm going to do this for the channel. I need to do this. I need a new camera, or I need a new mic, or I need whatever. That's where that money should be going. The money should be going back into the channel to help with your production, to help with StreamYards, to help with the microphone, to help with the camera, to help with whatever. Until you are absolutely, totally financially independent, which does not happen on fucking YouTube. It happens before you do YouTube. It might happen after you do YouTube if you're smart with your money and you don't splurge it all and spend it all. Like that one dude that had all that money and blew it all and didn't even have enough money to pay for his house. This guy makes all of us, including Culture, look like beginners at this, and he has no money. Why does he have no money? Because he blew it all on hookers, blow, and bullshit, and fast food, and making his waistline bigger. That's dumb. Oh well, Loki, I got 20 different Mortal Kombat machines, blah blah blah. That's dumb. That is dumb. Mike used to hassle me about systems, about game systems and shit. I've got one there, I've got one there, and I got one in the living room. That one's not hooked up, that one's not hooked up, that one is hooked up. I didn't use YouTube money to pay for that. I didn't take money that this chat sent me and blew it on bullshit. That is money that me and Eris had that we decided, yes, we want to spend this money on this. It's not a free ticket ride. It's not an e-ticket ride. It's not, oh, well, they sent me the money, so it's mine now and I can do whatever I want to with it. Why are you asking for money later if you have done the smart thing? You need to invest in your channel, especially in the beginning. Better mic, cam, etc., etc. You can't rely on people to give you what you need. I'm sorry, but it doesn't work like that. There's a guy that I think he's a great guy, but he's not the smartest guy. And he relied on people sending him equipment to do his job. You can't rely on that. That might be a great thing. Hey, this person sent me a 1080p camera. That's great. Hook it up. Well, I can't because I don't know how. And I'm like, dude, you plug it in? Yeah, but my computer's too old. So he got a new computer. He got a new computer that was gifted to him. Still couldn't wonky it out and was still doing it on his like iPad that he had. And I'm like, dude, why aren't you using the, well, I couldn't figure out how to work it. And I'm like, no, dude, you have to make they sent it to you. They sent you that fucking computer as a gift. Do not look a gift horse in the mouth. Use the damn computer. Okay, yeah, but I don't really know how to do. Then learn. And what happened? People stopped sending him shit. Why? He just never used any of it. Be smart. God, why should I have to tell you to be smart and to use your damn brain to take a step up in what you are doing? Money goes to the channel first. If you're frugal, you can build a channel with all the services and production values in 3 or 4 years, but then it's an upgrade. It's got to be an upgrade. You have to work on the channel and making the channel better. I helped out on my dad's farm. I had to help feed the cows, tend the garden, and build fences and keep them cleaned out. Only more people had to do things like that, and they don't. They just don't. We have gotten into this idea that society will take care of me. Society doesn't want to take care of you. And guess what? The lefty crazies that were like, we can take care of everybody, are only taking care of the people that are here illegally. That's it. That's all they care about. They don't care about you. They don't care about taking care of you. They do not care about taking you out of the situation you're in. They only care about keeping you there so that they can continue to rely on you by saying, you only have what you have because we take care of you. That sounds like being a kid again. F all that. F all of that. No, I'm not going to be in a position where I have to rely on the government or I have to rely on parental figures. If the parental units want to be like, listen, we know you've been working hard. We know you've been really trying. We want to help you out a little bit. Here's a little money. Spend it wisely. You do not go out. You do not blow that money. You do not go out. You do not waste that money. That money should be put back, should be invested, should be into something. Do not waste that shit. Do not waste the opportunity people are going to give you. Years ago, Mike was like, dude, you need to get away from this crazy bitch that is screaming at you and cussing you out in the morning, every single morning, I want to help you. I want to help you get to the point where you can do your shit on your own. He knew what situation I was in, he knew what I was living with, and he helped me. And I couldn't be more grateful. But you cannot count on people to be there to do shit like that. So, well, Loki, somebody will pull my ass out of the fire. It's not always there. It is not always there. Retired Mark says, congratulations to Mary's Game Room and Chris Persia on getting married. Oh, the little happy couple. Oh, congratulations. I should send him a Sherpa and say congrats. It's not always going to happen. It's not always going to be there. You have to have independence on your own away from all this other bullshit. It doesn't work like that. And if you think it does, you're nuts. If you're going down to a food bank to get food because you do not make enough money to have food, this is the last thing you should be fucking doing. Well, Loki, I'm too fat and too old to do blah 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 blah. Then what are you doing here? Oh, well, I can do this and this and that, and I'm then you can do more than you're saying you can do. If you can spend 18 hours a day on the internet selling your brand, you can do more than you're saying you can do. I'm just saying. It's the way it is. Independence. I'm pondering now. The pondering penguin. You've got to decide how far you are willing to go. And if you're willing to go as far as lying to people, telling them that you've got all kinds of backup money when you don't, because you're going down to the food bank to get food, or you're going to get food stamps, or you're going to blah, 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 then you're just lying and you're not being authentic. And I personally, if someone in this chat, if Punk Waddle told me, Loki, I've got money put back, I've got blah blah blah, I'm fine, I'm doing this and that, and then I find out that's not the way it is, that he's just saying that because he doesn't want to talk about the situation he's in, I'm going to consider that, well, you fibbed your ass out to me. You tried to make yourself look good like you were doing the smart thing when you really weren't. Just be honest. Just be honest. That's all it takes, is a little honesty. All it takes is a little, well, this is the way it is, and it's not always great, and blah, 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 blah. Just be honest with people. You don't have to lie to people. You don't have to make them think you're something you're not. Just be you. That's all it takes. It's just being you. We talk about being authentic. You know what people are tired of? People are tired of being lied to so that they will buy into something. Loki, I'm tired of being fucking lied to by the news and by this and by that and all these inauthentic fucks. I'm tired of being told by the celebrities that I'm classless, a white piece of shit because I enjoy seeing a hot chick in jeans when they're out there sleeping with underage kids. That's not authentic. That's not being your best self. That's being a punk ass bitch that wants to project something to you and lie about who they really are. I'm not doing that. I had to tell the boys they couldn't beat up the doctor who fixed my nose so I could breathe properly. They did beat up the kid who had been beating up his girlfriend. He then changed schools. All kinds of crazy bullshit. People want authentic. They want people who are them. And you know what? One of the most authentic people This guy right here, authentic. He might fucking dance around with a puppet on the screen, but that's more authentic and closer to who he is than a lot of other people that want to act like they're somebody else. This is my hobby, nothing more. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And today is definitely not about you, the people who look at it as a hobby. Anti-derivative Jill, good morning. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. It is good to see you. Thank you, Jedi Master. Your guys' show, your guys' Lost in Space show, I tune in. I do. I love watching it. You might not see me in chat because I don't really chat a lot. Very few channels I chat in. I hate wrenching, but I wrench over at Snowdubs because he's a bud, and I'll pretty much do whatever for him. But I like to chill and I like to watch. Thank you guys for doing the show you do. It's really great. And this one is just for you guys. A little skull and tuck and roll to get your morning started off right.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
And I absolutely agree with Jill. I can't have coffee anymore, which is probably why I'm a little more salty in the mornings than I used to be, because I can't have my cup of joe in the morning. Bad for my heart. Does not do well with my heart. So I drink like a half decaf, half calf tea in the morning that I brew up myself because, yeah, it's good shit. I just can't have the caffeine that I used to have. So I chat solely to harass tired Mark. And that's a great thing. And exactly this right here. Jolly is an exaggerated version of Snowdub. I can attest to that. I've been watching him for freaking 5 years now. Jolly is an exaggerated version of Snowdub. There are times where when I turn it up to 11, I am a more exaggerated version of myself. But I'm still myself. I'm still me. I'm giving you me. There are times where I'm pissed that you're getting 110% me. Especially when people dick around with people that I really care about. I can't stand that shit. I can't. YouTube is the flash in the pan. It's starting to show 5 years removed from the coup. Once people started going outside, numbers started to decline. You've got to build your audience and you have to maintain that audience. That should be your number one focus, not money, not monetization, not any other bullshit. It is getting yourself out there, letting the audience see you, letting them judge for themselves. Hey, I like this guy. I want to start my day with him, or I want to end my day with him, or I want to blah, blah, blah. That should be your focus. Anything else gets in the way of that. And I know Snowdub will back me on this 110 fucking percent. If you are worried about what you're making every month, if you are like, oh my God, I've got to have this money and this money and this money and I need this many subscribers this month and blah, blah, blah. If you're doing all of that, you are focusing on the wrong thing. It's plain and simple. It's just the way it is. You're focusing on the wrong things because you're focusing on money and a number instead of focusing on entertaining and having a good time. You should be having a good time. And this is absolutely true. Culture is one of the absolute 100% authentic motherfucker. This is what you get. When I met him in Vegas, I got Culture Casino. I think we met again in Dallas and I got Culture Casino. I'm pretty sure we met up again in Dallas at one of the meetups the second time. And what did I get? I got Culture Casino. You get Culture in the back. Sometimes he's a little more sweary. He's got a little more verbal kung fu about him in the back, but it's still Culture Casino. You're still getting Culture's Casino. When you meet this guy, whenever I do get a chance to meet this guy, because he never shows up where he's supposed to show up, even in his own meetups, he's never there. Ha! He's gonna be Snow. He's gonna be Jolly. He's gonna be the people he throws out. That is exactly what he's going to be. That's what I'm gonna get. How do you know that, Loki? Because I've talked to him. I don't know how many times in private, away from all this other bullshit. And you know what you get? You get Loki and Snowdub on the phone. That's what you get. God rest his soul. Our good friend Clobbering Time. Same thing. Same thing, bitches. When we met up, it's the same person. It's the exact same person you got anytime you saw him on the stream. A little more bashful around beautiful women, but that's what you get. The great ones. The great ones like Mike. The great ones like Snowdub. The great ones like Culture. Those are the people that, well, you might get it turned up to like 211, but it's still them. Why? Because they're authentic and they're who they put out that they are. They're not money hungry bitches. They're not sitting there looking at how to scam you. They're not looking at how to take advantage of you. They appreciate what you do. Why? Because it helps them continue to do what they are doing. Okay, there's a difference between, oh my God, if I don't get that super chat, I can't eat today. And hey, thank you for giving me that super chat because it helps to keep us going. It helps keep the lights on and it helps keep the fires burning bright. It helps us continue our journey to what we are trying to do and what we are trying to provide. What are you trying to provide with your show? Instead of focusing on what you want to take from people, instead of focusing on what you're getting, maybe start to look at and focus on what you can give other people. My goal every day for 5 years, Monday through Friday, was to make sure that this chat woke up, had a great time, that they could raise their glasses, their coffee, their tea, their whatever in the morning, and say, thank you, Loki, for waking me up in the best way possible. Skull and tuck and roll, motherfucker. And that's exactly what I tell them. Skull and tuck and roll. You cannot have both worlds. You can think you can. Loki, I'm smarter than you. I know what I'm doing. Okay. My green heart button for one chat was full. I'm smarter than you, Loki. I know how to figure out how to do both. No, you really don't. Because it's always going to come back to, I need this from this community because I'm relying on it. I'm relying on this money. I'm relying on this super chat. I'm relying on this person to pull me out of the water and to do this. Stop relying on other people to get you by. You need to be focused on entertaining them, providing them with information, or whatever it is that you do. That is what you need to be focused on. Not the money you're getting, not the rent you need to pay, not blah, 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 blah. But Loki, it works for now. And things are just going to get worse as they go along. They're not going to get better. Guess what? We're not going into lockdowns again anytime soon. The world isn't going to stop and turn on YouTube and start watching. You want to know why numbers are down? Do you want to know why views are down? Do you want to know why all this stuff? Because like Mark said earlier, people aren't spending their entire fucking day looking to be entertained because they can coast. I said it once and I say it again. I know a girl that sat there and didn't pay her rent for almost a year. And then, bitch, she got evicted after they put the moratorium on throwing people out of their fucking apartments because they hadn't paid their bill. During the coup, they had a moratorium on eviction. That means you could not get evicted. This chick was getting full paychecks for working during the coup. She was labeled an essential worker. And you know what she did? She gamed the system and said, I don't have to pay rent because I can't be evicted. I'm working full time, but I can't be evicted. So I'm going to take all this money and I'm going to spend it on whatever I want to. And then they got evicted and they moved in with their girlfriend. And because their girlfriend had an apartment. Guess what? That eviction isn't going off your record. That money you owe them, get ready to have the worst credit score in history for the next 5 to 7 years because you dicked around during COVID. COVID times are not coming back. That's just the way it is. By the way, the government is now culpable for all that rent to landlords. See, I think people should have to pay it. Shouldn't be the government. Shouldn't be that. It should go on your record. They should take you to court and they should sue your ass for the money and have the money pulled out of your earnings. It's that simple. Especially if you had a freaking job. Let the judge decide, okay, well, what happened? Well, Your Honor, as soon as the coup happened, I lost my job. I didn't have any money. I was having to go down and get this and that. You tried to look for a job? Yeah, I tried here. I applied here. I did blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. We'll figure out something. The people that were like, oh, no, bitch, I was working the whole time. No, this is immediately garnish wages, take it out of your ass and do your thing. I'm just going to rely on everybody else to take care of me needs to fucking stop. It's that simple. Either take pride in what you're doing and pull yourself out of that hole that you're in, or sit there and let the government take care of you and do whatever they tell you to do. I have no sympathy for that. I have no sympathy for the people that are like, I count on the YouTube money to pay my rent. And then when it doesn't, they're like, oh my God, I have to run a GoFundMe and I have to ask for help. If you have a job and you are doing what you're doing and you're kicking ass and you're taking names, that's great. Do not get lulled into a false sense of security because YouTube paid your rent last month. Guess what? YouTube didn't pay your rent. All these people watching paid your fucking rent. All the people helping you, all the people giving you money, all the people who have memberships, they're the ones who paid your rent, not you. I don't give a shit what you say. Loki, I entertained them. I earned that. I blah, 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 blah. They paid your shit last month, not you. They did. Because you should not be counting on that money for rent in the first fucking place. You should have a base that you can build from. Not, well, they need to pour my, I need to use y'all as concrete for my base so that I can continue to do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't like it. I'm sorry that you think I'm a dick because I'm saying this. I'm sorry that you're like, oh my God, Loki, you're such a troll. No, I'm just telling it like it is. And I'm telling all of them the way it is. You shouldn't be using them as the concrete of your foundation and depend on money from other people. That is completely optional and completely up to them. It's completely optional and completely up to them. It's a tip. If you can't survive without that, you do not need to be doing this full time. Plain, simple, done. Without some kind of money coming in from somewhere else. It's just not right. If you don't have enough money, I know, right? If you don't have enough money to pay a $50 bill for StreamYards because you spent YouTube chats, super chats, Rumble rants, membership money on other things, you have an issue and you don't need to be on this motherfucker in the first place. I am sick and tired of hearing the bitching, the moaning, the blah, blah, blah about not enough subs, not enough money, not enough this, not enough that, when I'm a full-time YouTuber and I don't have any other way to make the monies, then you don't need to be doing this shit in the first place. Are you saying this should be a class only, blah, blah, blah? No, I'm saying that you should have financial backing other than the people you are taking advantage of who don't fucking know any better. Get around that one. Maneuver your way around that one. Tell me I'm wrong. You go ahead. You tell me I'm wrong. Tell me it's wrong of me to say you don't need to be counting on all these people to get you by every month. Because you know what? That's not financial independence. You are relying on these people to carry you month to month. And that's why I'm going to end this, because it's not their fucking responsibility to carry you on their shoulders, just like it's not the government's responsibility to carry you on their shoulders, just like it's not the people that fucking jump into a wheelchair and pretend they're hurt so they can scam the fucking government and get the government to take care of them or whatever. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Fruit flies. Fruit flies, damn it. It's not anybody else's responsibility. It is your responsibility to get your shit in gear and make sure you can take care of yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sick and tired of seeing people taken advantage of. Guys, we're going to get out of here. We're going to send you over to Machni's for his morning live stream. I really appreciate everybody that has been here, that is kicking ass with us, that is taking names with us. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. That is not me just saying that. That is not me kissing anybody's ass. That is the way it is. Use what you have to help keep you kicking ass and taking names. Don't fucking be spending it on bullshit. Don't be spending it on your takeout or your fast food or your fucking DoorDash or any of that other shit. It's so freaking disingenuous to use people like that and to then have your hand out and say, I need more. I need more. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And a little parting thing for culture, because I don't think I did a super chat skull for him or for the last one Jedi Master said. So thank you. It is very much appreciated. Skull, tuck and roll. Keep kicking ass. Keep taking names. Always speak friend to enter. See you guys Friday for the weekend review with the Rooster Day Pub and the lady, R1 Avalon. Have a great one, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.